All right, what's up? What's up? People's Choice Mobile LLC coming back at you today. All right, so for the last few videos, I talked about some of the products that I use to help me while I'm out here working in the sun, especially when it comes to the waxes. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a little breakdown today as to what I actually use and where I get it from. So of course, I live here in Tampa, Florida, and in Tampa, Florida, there is a place called Ardex. Okay, Ardex, ARDEX, and Ardex sells waxes and detail supplies for car washing and detailers. They also sell water, soft water, RO water, reverse osmosis water. Okay, now reason is, unless you are going to pay a lot of money for a deionization filtration system or RO system and then put it in your vehicle, which I don't know, unless you really had a big vehicle, it's not really feasible. It really doesn't make a whole bunch of sense. So they actually have the machines to do it, or unless you're getting it from your house. I see a lot of you guys, you have your water in your tank, and I remember being on a show months ago where you talked about just loading up the water out of your house. Well, unless you have RO water down here in Florida, that just ain't happening. Florida has some of the hardest water in the country, and I mean it's filled with calcium and magnesium, and you out here in the sun, 80-90 degree weather, trying to wash a car and wax it, it don't mix. So it's a must that you have soft water. Makes your life a whole lot easier. But back to the wax that I use now. This green one here is it's called Showroom, and it's called Glue Line Remover Prep and Wax. Okay, and then this one here, the one in the middle, is called Miami Shine. And so what I usually do is I mix the two together. The Showroom Glue Line Remover and Prep and Wax, it can be used on a freshly washed vehicle that's just wet, that's still wet. That's still wet. After you rinse it off, you can put it on a wet vehicle, and it lasts for about 3 to 4 months, depending on what you subjugate it to as far as weather and the elements. But it'll last about 3 to 4 months. And the Miami Shine, I really like it because it is a liquefied paste wax, and it's got banana oils in it. And what it does is it works exceptionally well in the heat, in the sunlight, and in wet weather. Very, very easy to put on and very, very easy to take off. And this particular one, the Glue Line and Prep Wax, Glue Line Remover and Prep Wax, and what it does is it has some ingredients in it that will actually remove certain bug residue or certain defects, light defects like bug residue or something like that you may have missed. If you're doing a wax job, and you come across something that's on the paint, but it's not a permanent thing, like bug residue or some type of tree leaf stain or something like that, then this product is excellent for that. As it says here, I got a little bit of wax on the product. Let me wipe it. But what it says here is you can use on a wet or dry vehicle, lasts for over 4 months, works under any condition, and removes glue marks, fast for new car delivery, and just spray on and wipe off. That kind of faded off, but that's what it is. It's spray on and wipe off. Okay, so that's what that does. And then this one here This one also is designed to work in the Miami heat and the Miami humidity. All the benefits of a Carnauba paste wax without the work. Faster on, faster off. No streaks. Looks and feels and lasts like a real paste wax, and works like a quick wax but isn't one. And the benefits that they highlight here is high Carnauba wax content, refined banana oil, and detergent resistant polymers. And Miami Shine will withstand many lot washes. Also, new car, used car, perfect finish or not. Works on hot surface, in the sun, or on rainy day. So this particular one, I really like it. And this one I like it because you can both use them, you know, when it's wet. You can use them on wet vehicles. You can use them in the direct sunlight, and they don't have any adverse effects. Now, what I usually do is I will buy a bottle of this and a bottle of the showroom. And when I run out of the product, I'll take half of this and pour it in there, and half of this and pour it in there, and pour this half in here, so I have another one ready to go when I run out of this one. And it works very, very well, people. For those of you guys, you know, when you do high volume, you know, car washing, mobile detailing, and you know, you have a client who wants the quick wax, you know, something that you can get on and get off, but they're not paying for a machine wax or machine application with the DA, then this is my go-to. This is usually my go-to, what I use here. So I just wanted to give you a quick update and touch bases with you guys on the product that I use as far as waxes is concerned. What am I using? Because people ask me all the time, and what do you use out here? You know, how can you make a car look so good out here in the sun? You know, and that's the ingredient right there. That's what I'm using in conjunction with the soft water. Again, like I said, you don't want to get out here in the sun with some bad hard water washing somebody's car. It will not work. So that's what I use, and I'll touch bases with you guys in a little bit. Peace. What up, People's Choice Mobile LLC, coming back at you today. Now, today I got a special little treat for you. Me and the family decided to take a little vacation out here to Dallas, Texas area. So we out here visiting my dad. Now, I kind of want you guys to get a look, see what he does in his spare time and his little hobby, and kind of where my little inspiration comes from when it comes to, you know, my craft and doing what I do as far as with the cars and stuff like that. So I'm gonna introduce you guys to my dad, and you know, let him tell you exactly what it is that he does, and you know, you guys see how he does it. All right, so here we have Richard Bebop. I'm just gonna call him Richard Bebop. I ain't gonna give you the last name, but I'm gonna call him Richard Bebop. Now, Richard Bebop, as you can look, you can see all the little things that he's designed. And this is his little hobby. And we're in this garage. This is his little work area. So, Richard Bebop, Mr. Richard Bebop, why don't you go ahead and tell me about what it is that you do and how you came to do this stuff and what drives you to do it every day.
Well, it's something that I like to do. And one day I came back from Philadelphia, and my sister had a little house table sitting up in the corner of her house. Mm-hmm. And I asked her who made that chair. And she said, she and her brother. And I asked her, could I have one? She told me, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I came and I had that one chair, and I looked at the chair for about 15 or 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I said, I can do this. And I took my time to sit down and put the chair together from the chair that she made. And after that, everything is history.
Oh, okay.
And develop my mind and begin to go into other different things that I like to do. Mm-hmm. Houses were one of them. that I just start making houses. I don't use no blueprints, no sketches, no nothing. I only design everything straight from my head.
Okay.
I don't have to have nobody copying off of me, me copying off of them. Because everything done the natural way, out of natural wood. And I design all my things myself.
So, most things that you, I'm going to just do a little quick scan. Most of the things that you build are usually houses and, you know, decks and patio decks and stuff. So this looks like, it's kind of unique because it looks like clothes hangers, like the little wooden clothespins that you were using. I guess this is the machine that you use to cut it, and then you have a little saw. Where's that saw that you were showing me earlier? Okay, yeah, there's a little saw.
This is my main saw.
Okay, and you just use that to form and shape the material. And you don't have no blueprints. You just build it out your head.
Straight from the head.
Wow, that's something. And now on a house like this one here.
That's a deck.
Well, I'm sorry, a deck. How long would it take you to build something like this?
About 2 hours.
Wow, 2 hours?
Yeah.
Versus something like that over there.
Maybe about a week.
A week?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, he has, as you guys can see, he has a lot of things. A lot of little houses and decks and little parts and pieces, little chairs and stuff. And it's real interesting. This is the first time I've ever seen anybody do that with clothespins. So, how long would you say you've been doing this?
I've been doing this about the last, probably a good 7 years.
Do you find when you do something like this, when you're doing your craft, do you find to be relaxing, just to be relaxing to you?
100%.
Okay.
Love doing it.
All right.
Whether I sell them or not, I love doing it.
Well, that's a good question. Will you sell them?
I will sell some. But my intention is to form an art gallery.
Okay.
I want an art gallery. I want to set up all of my houses where you go on the back of the house and look out, and plus the front. I want aisles. I want to set up aisles where you see the back and front.
So that big house, well, you got the one in the middle, and then you got the one on the end. Now, like if somebody came up to you and say, well, hey, you know, I want to buy this for my daughter and make her a little dollhouse. You know, how much would something like that cost?
That costs about $250.
$250?
Yeah.
Okay. What about that one in the middle? Now, what's that? A church in the middle?
No, that's, it could be whatever you want it to be. But I didn't make it as a church, but a lot of people think it's a church. They call it a church.
Oh, okay.
I said that's about $375.
Okay. I'm going to go over here and get a
If
good
you
look
notice
at
a lot of detail in everything I do.
Right. Like I see, you know, you got the little deck.
That's right.
And you got the doors. The door opens up.
That's right.
Little hinges. It's pretty neat, man. And this is the little plexiglass for the glass.
That's right.
So the reason I asked because I saw like what appears to look like a cross on the top. So I was just
this right here is just a prayer thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's something totally different.
Yeah, that's a prayer thing. Just, you go kneel down at the altar. Oh, cross right there.
Okay, gotcha. Man, that's great. So, what about? They all the same color. They all have the same color wood because it's just all natural wood. But what about? Will you ever stain them or?
No, the reason I don't stain them because a person might want a different stain. They might want to paint them or something like that, and the paint might get clogged up. So if I make them like this for however they want to paint them, I let them paint them.
Gotcha. Now, would you make one to order? So say for instance, if you ran into somebody shot your email, for instance, they may see this video and say, hey, listen, how do I get in contact with that guy? And then I want him to build me a house and I want it to be a particular color. Could you stain it then?
Well, it all depends on what kind of stain they would like to have and for me to stain it. Now, I do have a guy that would stain them for me, but I have to pay him.
Okay. Now you have some more set to the side of the house that you wanted to show me.
It's right in view.
Okay. No, that's good. I can see good. Okay. I can see good.
These are some of my top pieces here.
Okay. If you want to just kind of introduce them to me one by one as we walk down.
Okay, this is a deck.
And tell me a little bit about it and what that, why it inspired you. And
okay, this is a deck right here. I have a bottom deck, top deck, and the steps.
Okay.
Inspired me to make them because I've seen all kind of decks, but these are my original decks. I don't know how other people make their deck, but mine is different.
Gotcha.
This is another little house here. You might want to say it's a church or something, but it be whatever you want to,
right.
to be.
And I can see like the little cross in the middle. Okay.
And this is another house I made. Upstairs from the side, go around to the back. That's another one of my top pieces. What inspired me to make that is just something I came up with, how houses are made. I want to make something different from other houses that I've seen.
Right.
So all of my stuff is original. Ain't like houses that you might see, like the scientific people build houses. This is another little house here. This
it's got chairs.
Chairs. It could be a restaurant, wherever you want. This is another house I built upstairs and downstairs. Tables at the top. Another small house I built. This is one of my latest houses I built about maybe 2 months ago. And that's a nice house built out of different type of clothespin, same clothespin. But it has a back deck to it.
Oh, okay.
And this is another house I built.
Yeah, this one got a bench in it where they can sit and eat. Man, this stuff is so intricate.
Right.
Now, these are little end tables here. They just sit?
Tables, yeah.
Okay.
And this is another house I built within the last couple of months right here. I ain't seen no house made like this one here. All of my houses different from houses that you would probably see.
Now, this one here, man, this one is nice. This remind me of a cabin out in the woods.
Yeah, that's real nice. It took me about almost like a month and a half to make that. Because usually I work on things off and on. Sometimes I spend so many hours, sometimes I spend an hour, 15 minutes, and then I stop. And then I may go back and work 5 or 6 hours on it straight out without stopping.
Okay.
And everything else is history.
Okay.
There's different houses that I come up with in my mind, and I just make it. Whenever I think I can make it, and if I can see it clearly, I can design it.
Okay.
Without looking at anything.
Now, this last one here, what is that?
This right here, the football stadium right here. One day I was just sitting around, and I said, I believe I'll make me a football stadium, baseball stadium. And I just come up with it. Ain't had nothing to go by and just made it.
Wow.
And here it is right here. This is what you see. This is a stadium. I got
and you build the floor, the base floor, and
all of it. The whole shebang. I know they have a bottom and a top. So all this up here, these right here, the little benches that go around the side. Benches on the second deck. Even at the bottom, I got one, two, I got 3 decks.
I guess what's so unique about it is the fact that you don't follow any blueprints.
No.
So that's what make it unique.
Yeah.
And you just go off the top of your head, and so that's your own little unique design, and that's what make it so unique.
Yeah.
And that's a nice house too.
Yeah,
that one on the floor.
This is another one of my masterpieces right here. I wish I had it set up higher, but you can see it more better.
Right.
But, I don't
see if I can get down in there.
I don't have no stand for a lot of it.
Yeah, this one is nice too. Okay, that's what's up. Well, yeah, like I said, I came down. Me and the wife and the daughter, we came down to visit and stop by and see, some of the things that you do. And this is nice, man. This is real elaborate. I like a lot of the stuff that you do. So, when it comes to this, you say that you might work on something back and forth.
Right.
It might take you a month and a half, 2 months to do it because you're working on other things at the same time.
Right.
Okay. All right.
I usually have sometimes I start like 3 projects. And the biggest one I work on is more. And sometimes people don't book at the same time, and I just stop all out for the one. And it takes me about 3 months, or if I'm working on 2 or 3, it takes me about 2 months. It all depends how big a house I'm trying to make or whatever I'm trying to design. And it takes me a little bit more time.
Okay.
But I work sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. I can sit there straight. I can complete it if I want in about 3 days.
Gotcha.
That's straight out.
Gotcha. That's what's up. I like this. This is very, very nice. Very intricate. A lot of attention to detail.
Yeah, I love detail.
Yeah. So that's I remember when I was younger, I used to see you out there in the yard working on the cars and doing the brakes and stuff like that.
Right.
And so that's one of the reasons why I have a passion for vehicles or cars. I like to see people's faces when I clean them and I bring them from, being ugly ducklings and dirty and making them shine and, brand new. And I like to see the expression of people's faces
Yeah, you do.
when
You do
I
good
get.
work.
Yep.
Good work.
And so now, how old are you? You don't mind me asking? How old are you?
I'm 74.
74, and you out here
young.
still doing this?
Yeah, still young.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know the elders, they say, well, I'm not really 74, I'm 47.
Right.
So
When you take it out for work, I don't feel like I'm 74, but I'm still a young man. Most people don't believe my age. They think I'm around about 51 and 52 years old. But I just got that look,
okay. That's what's up. Well, is it a way that people can get in contact with you?
Oh, sure. My number is 219-804-5585.
All right. You got an email address in case somebody want to send you something? Email you?
No,
Okay.
my
All
wife
right.
got one.
Okay. What's her email address?
You have to get it from her.
Okay, we'll get that later.
Yeah.
All right. All right, y'all. This is People's Choice Mobile LLC coming back at you. Please get at me if you stay in the Tampa area, 813-526-4426, or you can get in touch with me toll free at 833-231-0343. All right, y'all. Peace.
I missed that number. I think it is 219, no, 885-5585.
Okay.
219-885-5585.
Okay. Now, Sierra, what should the audience do?
Like and subscribe and leave a comment down below which one you like.
All right. Peace.